Welcome, everybody, to another great show of.
Tea Time with Jen.
Yes.
We are season 2, episode 13, season finale. It's come to an end for now.
My name's Junior.
And I'm Jen, or Jennifer.
And
we are
drinking tea.
We are drinking tea, and we are the Padilla family homestead. So, what tea are you drinking?
I feel like something citrusy today, caffeinated.
Right? Yeah, it's caffeinated.
Yeah, it's
called Lemon Lift.
Lemon Lift.
And I'm having Vermont Maple Ginger.
It makes you very uplifting.
So we are twinsies today.
Twinsies.
I don't do that often, but it's fun.
Whoop, whoop.
So, okay, it's season finale. This has been a big season. We've talked about a lot of big stuff. A lot of really big things. Yeah. So, if this is the first one you're watching, I'm going to put a link in the description for all of them. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be a link to... I'm linking it to a YouTube playlist. If you're on Rumble, then just go back into my channel and you'll see them all listed there. They are posting every Friday in November, December, and January for season 2. And then season 1 on Rumble, I think I have them all uploaded as well. I had to go back through. I did that this summer, I think.
Yeah.
Got them all uploaded for you. But it's been a big year. We've talked about a lot of big things. Tea Time with Jen is something that actually was more his idea. And it is a podcast style video where we are talking about living with intention and kind of some areas in life where we're living with intention. Last season, I had some family members and friends on it with me that are not local, so we did some lives. This year, though, it was all my husband and my daughter with me, and we talked on some very specific categories, like healing and letting go and being intentional with your words and forgiving and pivoting and taking ownership. I mean, we have so much being informed and not living in fear, all kinds of stuff. So if you missed any of that, go back and look at it. Today's, though, is kind of just a recap on living with intention, but also we're talking about intentionally finding peace.
Right.
And I think the key to that is taking care of some of these issues, right? That we're living with intention with. Yeah. If we are forgiving, then we are going to find more peace. If we are letting go of things, we're going to find more peace. If we are healing, we're going to find more peace. Right. If we are being intentional with our words, it's going to help us to be able to interact with people and have more peace, right? And it changes more of our mindset. And there's a lot of different avenues of living with intention. And so I'm curious if you've followed along with these and you have been doing stuff, what are some areas that you have changed in your life or that you are already living with intention? I know for us, we have talked about living what we're eating with intention. We have really worked on, so we're working on healing and health. We're working on mindset continuously. I have worked really hard on letting go with my 18-year-old. And then also just certain circumstances around. There's a lot of stuff that we're still currently doing. But in the midst of it, as we're doing that with intention, our level of peace throughout storms has grown.
Yeah. And the other thing is, it's not treated like this is the end. This is as far as we can go.
Right.
Knowing that we can keep going further and expanding to where it gets better as we go.
That I can say is the one thing when you decide to live with intention and you are conquering one area and you're removing all these things out of it, it kind of opens it up and lets the light shine into other areas of your life where you need to live with intention more. And I think it's important to not neglect all the other areas and just focus on one.
Yeah.
If you're working on one, work on it. But once you've conquered it, you need to keep it up. Because conquering depression, things can still trigger it.
Yeah.
Conquering health, that's that issue in health. There's many other issues that can come up. And it's a constant daily thing.
It's like, the way I put it in my head is like, in the beginning, you're like at the bottom, at the end of the tunnel. You finally reach the end of the tunnel where you're out of the tunnel, and you gotta push yourself to maintain yourself past the tunnel and even go further, because
there's another tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you'll backtrack back into the same tunnel and you'll go back to where you started.
Right. And the light's getting you now.
It's fine.
Okay. So I hope that these videos have been food for thought. It's kind of been one that it was bigger subjects that we end up talking about a lot anyway.
Yeah.
And we've talked more and more with people about them. And so we thought that this would be a great podcast style video series. Yeah. And so we do these. This is the second time we've done them, second season. And we are doing them in November, December, and January. Right. Kind of the colder months when there's not as much going on outside and gardens and so forth. And you have maybe some more time inside to listen and do some things. Yeah, and good time for reflection.
I think the biggest key about this is they don't have to see us. They can just put it on their earphones and listen to us while they're doing day-to-day things, or not everybody wants to hear everybody talk, like hear us or whatever, and this might inspire some people in the household more than others. But
so we hope that this has encouraged you, that you are tackling things. Again, we'd love to hear what they are, what you're working on, what you've conquered. Go back and see some of the other ones. We'd also love some ideas for season 3. I have some already that I'm going with, but I would love to have some input from you guys on some of the challenges and areas that you are having a hard time with living with intention. Right. And then go from there. So, but with all of it, as you tackle one thing after another thing, you are going to get closer to peace. You're going to find peace, because in all of these things, I think that the biggest giver of peace on our side is Jesus. Yeah. And as we live more like him, and a lot of these things we've talked about are just basic life principles, right? But they're also basic life principles that he teaches. And so with that, like, that's finding peace throughout storms is huge. And finding peace in crazy times, there's so much going on in the world. Right. And I don't even know what's happening today when this video posts, because we recorded this in advance. But there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world. And you can have peace through it. You cannot live in fear and be okay and still go through stuff and still have peace in turmoil. Right. And I think that's a concept that not a lot of people completely understand. And so I highly suggest that you continue to focus on your journey on living with intention and finding peace.
Yeah, and then again, like she said, if you have any questions,
Mm-hmm.
you can direct it to her or to me or to
Put them
Emily.
in the comments.
Put them in the comments, and we'll try to get it to all and hopefully we can help in some way.
Right.
If not, then that's what we can give.
Yep. So we thank you for joining us. It's been a great season. I know this is the shortest video of them all, but it's the recap. And it was the easiest.
Yeah.
Because peace comes from all of these things. Just living your life with intention. So thank you. Thank you for joining. We'll see you on the next video. It's not going to be a tea time with Jen. We have all kinds of new fun things that are going to be coming out and that we're going to be working on. So stay tuned for that.
Yep.
And make sure you subscribe, and that way you know what's coming next, and that you get alerted when the next Tea Time with Jen series starts.
And don't forget to hit like if you like the videos.
Yes.
And of course your comments.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.